Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Kjwippy, and welcome back to another episode of Five Nights at Freddy's Management Wanted in Survival Minecraft. Now, today is episode 15, and that's pretty huge. That's pretty huge for a series like this. Normally these kinds of series don't end up going that long because they end up not being that successful, so yeah. So we are on episode 15 and this is huge. And so I wanted to take today and do a little bit of a fun thing for everybody. And I thought I would go ahead and go through a bunch of your guys' suggestions in the comments that haven't quite made the employee of the episode boards and just do some of those. So while a lot of these won't be on the employee of the episode board, you guys will still get some recognition because I don't want to just take the ideas and then, oh, look at the idea I came up with, ha 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 ha. But you guys know what I'm saying, you know, I'm trying to make this where I can include a bunch more of your guys' suggestions because there are a lot of suggestions that end up getting either forgotten or left behind or whatever because I'm only able to select one. Brother, how, what, oh, get out of my store! First up, a suggestion by Broke Hollow. Now this one says to craft Benny and Benson. I didn't even know you could craft dudes in this. I thought you just buy them. So let's Benny and Benson. Oh, these are actually decently affordable. Oh, also the update also changed how the grass and the dark biomes look, and also that really annoying fog is also gone. So huge thanks to the devs for getting that adjusted, because my god, my eyeballs hurt. You know, I'm remembering I still need to actually build up an actual house and not just live in one that I stole from villagers. And of course I don't have any wool, so that means I need to go and find me a bunch of sheep. Excuse me, I need to leave, goodbye. Whew, thank you. While I'm out here, I should probably also grab dye so that way I can actually do this too. I wish my just enough items wasn't broken. For some reason I can't type in here. Flower forest right here and I didn't even notice. Dang. Now I forget, is it lilacs that give me pink? No, they give me magenta. It's the peonies that give me pink. Ooh, don't know if those are in this biome. Just kidding, they're right there. Also, I apologize for my stupid voice. I'm stupid sick, so apologize for the stupid. This is looking pretty good so far. I actually really like how that's looking. I need to get all the windows and stuff hooked up to a separate button so that way I could get those to turn on at night too. Okay, so just to make sure, we have yellow and blue, pink and pink, yep, and then black and purple. Okay. Oh, and then 2 white. I'm 1 wool short. Ah. Blue, purple, 4 pink, yellow, black. Cool. Craft that. And craft that. There we go. So what are these guys? Whoa. Oh, he's got a gun! Why do you have a gun? That's cool! So apparently, if I'm understanding correctly, these guys are supposed to be passive? This guy does not look like he would be passive. He looks like he would try to murder me immediately. But cool, okay, well, I have these guys now. So we're gonna put them in the backpack that has all of my random junk in it. Wherever that might be. Ah, that's right. I forgot I dumped all of my extra garbage in here. This next idea is by Dark Heaven Studio 1327, and they suggested to make a photo zone kind of thing. And no, your English was not bad. Now, they'd also suggested having, in like the daycare, having some kind of like cutout area or whatever, so that way kids can play with that kind of thing. And I don't think that's a bad idea, but I don't know if that's where I want to incorporate that kind of thing. So at the very least, I will have a little like cardboard cutout area right here with a few of the different animatronics to be able to decorate that up a little bit more, have it not just be a couple of random file cabinets. I feel like that was probably not the best idea there. So we'll actually leave those there. Yeah, and I guess we gotta find ourselves some proper cutouts. There's a zombie behind the wall and he's driving me nuts. So we'll probably want Freddy. And maybe Chica. We could get a little couple bushes and a tree. Let's get those. Oh, I forgot they adjusted the music. Wonder. It does. Oops. There we go, there's a little cutout area. Look at that. That's actually really cute. I love that. Maybe there's like a little sign I could put up. I wonder if any of them are small enough to fit in there, because I know that those kinds of signs are not going to fit. Ooh, maybe we could just put like one of these posters. Look at that, yay. That's so fun. Oh, that's pleasant. I like that. It's a little dark, but who cares? While I'm at it, I forgot to put party hats on these tables. Also, while I'm thinking about it, let's get one of each of these for the party rooms. Got Freddy room, Chica room, the Foxy room, and the Bonnie room. Yay! You know, I'm actually really happy with how these party rooms turned out. These are very simply decorated, but really nice. I'm really happy with them. This next one is by Don't Wake Up Yet, and it's a suggestion to add a note block version of the 6 a.m. bell chime whenever the daytime starts. And I'm a huge fan of this idea. I really like the idea that even if I'm not clocked in, it'll still do the little 6 a.m. chime to let me know, hey, by the way, it's daytime. Let's get going with our day. I think that's perfect. I love that. So let's get, where did I just dumped everything. Where, oh. Okay, if my math is correct, this should be enough note blocks for everything that I'm trying to do. I need ice. Never mind, hold on. Lucky for me, there's a big old iceberg biome over here. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's way, that is way too fast. We gotta space these out more. Okay, we're on to something, we're on to something. Okay, I need more repeaters. That's, yeah, that took up a lot more repeaters than I was hoping it would. All right, let's see how this sounds, perhaps. That's not quite the length I want it to be. Let's see. Yay, and it does the little chimes there. That's fun. Okay, now I just need to link it up to a daylight sensor. Cool. And so then when it becomes night, this will turn off, and then it'll work nice. Sweet. So we've got another idea here from Night Watcher 5280, and this is a big collection of ideas that are kind of just thrown in here. But the one that stood out to me, I think, in this specifically was the broken pipe with the gray blocks and stuff and water flowing out of it. I think that would be a perfect addition to the underground area where my original pizzeria is going to be. So let's get down there and find a spot for that, shall we? This is not correct. Could honestly just have it straight up out of this wall here. Oh, I'm out of rockets. That's probably fine. Get a bit more of like a cave kind of formation in here so we can get ready for when we're actually doing that down here. But then we can have like a little pool of water that's kind of flowing here. So it's like leaked out, it's all gross. Maybe have it kind of trail back this direction a little bit. Ran out of rockets, which means I gotta go up the lame way because it's lame. Oh. Right. Stop shooting me. I can hear the thing in the distance. That's funny. Alright, kind of difficult to see right now, but it is there. If I stand up here and illuminate it a little bit. There we go. So, can't really see too much of it as of right now, but at the very least there is a bit of water that's coming through here, and we'll actually extend this out too. And eventually we'll fill this all up with black concrete so that way it appears like it is a lot deeper than it should be. That's not the button I meant to press. And I've added a bit of a pool of water down here as well, kind of to play a bit more into the cave idea that I was going with. It's based off of the Ruin DLC, where it's got all like the glowing mushrooms and waterfalls and stuff. This is kind of one of those waterfalls, and it ends up that it's not actually as natural as we think it is. Gross. Next up, we have a suggestion from Kendricks9876 to put a purple car in the back parking lot of the building. I am a huge fan of this idea, and it's going to require me to go get some of the crimson wood, because that actually looks more purple than it does crimson. And hopefully there shouldn't be one too far away from my portal. I haven't gone to the nether here in forever. Whoa! Hey, yo! I'm leaving. Crimson, whoa! Hey! Ooh, a little side trip. A netherite upgrade. Very cool. I'm also gonna take the block of iron because that's nice. Soul speed. Hey, look at that. Well, that was a fun little detour. Whoa, whoa, fellas, fellas. Whoa, hold on a minute. This guy's still here. He's just been chilling here this entire time. Good for him. Ooh, and we can use the dreadwood for the tires. One of the cool things about playing this with this mod is that there are things like these vent grills, and I could put this on the car as if it's some kind of engine grill. Pretty cool. Okay, so this one's going to be parked along the side here. Oh my god, I just realized that these are bottom slabs. Oh boy, okay. That is incredibly unfortunate that I decided to use all these bottom slabs. I thought the magenta wool would fit with it pretty well, but it really doesn't. So we're instead going to just make a few trapdoors. God, I forgot how expensive trapdoors are. There we go. And then we can put our headlights and taillights. But what does work is black carpet, and it could be like it's a convertible with that kind of more plush top kind of thing. These and these, get our grill, get our door handles. These were also going to be on the wheels themselves, but I can't really do that, unfortunately. And then to keep in theme with the convertible, we'll keep these stairs black here as well, so that way it gives that illusion of it curling up over the top. That actually, you know, it doesn't look that bad. If this wasn't bottom slabs, it would look a lot better. It looks very boxy, but this is actually pretty decent. I'm actually not too unhappy about this, so it's really awesome. Oh, but of course, I forgot the license plate. Since all of FNAF takes place in Utah, Yellow Rabbit. Yellow Rabbit. And then this will be 1987 for the tags. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, this is actually a really decent car. I actually don't hate it. That's I'm actually really proud of myself. Good job, me. Thanks, me. And so that is just a few ideas from you guys in the comments, and I'm really happy with how a lot of them have turned out. I'm definitely planning to still do a lot more in the future, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of that right now, just to get some of those ideas that may or may not have been looked over and then forgotten about. I wanted to give them some attention too, because I feel like that's important. Also, is my dude still in here? He's not. He's gone. Oh well, we'll just get a regular villager. I've got carry on. I could just carry him over here. So there's no specific employee of the episode chosen today. Today it's just everybody is an employee of the episode. So thank you for all of your awesome suggestions, and I do appreciate how eager you guys are to suggest different things for this series. I really appreciate all the cool ideas, all the helpful tips and tricks. It's really awesome. So before we end the episode, as you guys will remember, I mentioned that this is the 15th episode, and that's pretty big. So I wanted to do something a little bit special today, and I wanted to put together a compilation of a bunch of the funny moments and different things that have happened throughout this series up until this point, and kind of just look through memory lane. I'm a very nostalgic person. I like to look back and laugh at things, so feel free to check that out. It's been released at the exact same time as this video, so go check that out. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's fun. But that is all that I have for you guys today, so I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a like, and if you really enjoyed, consider subscribing. I really appreciate all of you watching this series, and I can't wait to see what happens next. So until then, I hope you all stay safe. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!